Hi everyone, in this video I will do a flip through and a quick review of the yearly notebook by Papertesss Designs. If you watched my previous video, you know how much I struggled with choosing the planner for 2025, especially considering that for the last 2 years I've been pretty happy with my common planners by Sterling Ink. But I decided to make a little change and see how it goes. So in this video, I will do a flip through and a little comparison with the Sterling ink, and also I will discuss my ideas on how exactly I'm planning to use it. First of all, this year I have selected a B6, and last year I also was using B6 by Sterling Ink, and I love this size, and I really am not a fan of buying the new cover every year. So I just wanted to make sure that this planner would fit into my Moterm B6 cover. Also, it is worth mentioning that my 2023 Common Planner was a full year with all of the empty blank pages at the end, and I really did not figure out how to use them. This is why this year I ordered the compact, which means that it doesn't have that many blank pages at the end, which was a huge mistake because I underestimated the amount of notes that I will have to take throughout the year. So I already ran out of space. So this one, I think it's pretty large. It's a very chunky one comparing to this one that I'm still using this year. And I think it can be compared with the full year common planner. And in terms of the color of the cover, I decided to go for the light colored one, but honestly, I don't really know if that matters because it's impossible to use it without a cover, so without something like this. So I will see this color and this cover once, and then I will forever have it in my Moterm cover. But this planner I was using without the cover, just with a transparent plastic cover on top for quite a while. And I think, look at it, it's holding up pretty well, especially compared to my last year ones. I think this cover quality is really outstanding. And in terms of this material, to be honest, here I prefer Sterling ink. I love the color, but the texture, I think this texture looks a little bit more interesting. It says chapter 25 here, full year edition, and then you also have chapter 25, the yearly notebook, the size, full year edition, and by Papertesss Designs on the cover. It is quite minimalistic. Again, I will be comparing it to Common Planner because this is the planner that I'm currently using. And here again, I think I prefer the more minimalistic approach of the Common Planner. But I absolutely love the colors here. It starts with a blank page and the page where you can write who this notebook belongs to. I never really use these pages. Sometimes I put a little sticky note here with my phone number or WhatsApp number, just saying, please, if you find this, return, call a number, something like that. So I think that this will be covered. And here we have the index and reference page. And after this one, we have another blank page here, and all of the pages are numbered, even starting with this index page. And afterwards, we will go into yearly and quarterly spreads. So just let me open up this one. What we have here at the beginning is a calendar. There's no calendar here. And then we don't have numbers on pages and we have them completely blank. So you can use these as an index. I used it for tracking and for GTD kind of cheat sheet. So I think I like that there are some pages that don't have any titles. How I'm planning to use it. I'm giving myself little clues, so I'll be writing on these sticky notes and just sticking them here so I don't forget which ideas I had when I actually start setting up this planner. So I think for the index and reference, I will keep it as it is, as index and reference. But here I am going to include my trackers. So I'm usually tracking my weight because I hope that it will drastically change one day. And also, I used to track my subscribers after I've been gone from YouTube for 7 months. I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm back. I hopefully will start tracking them again. And probably because here we have this goal spread that I've been using, I think this spread will be the combination of those two. So I'll just write down trackers plus goal spread. I tried to do the vision board last year. Didn't work out well. I didn't really open it once, probably only for my videos, so I don't see the point of making it. I think it's good to have a vision board if you put it on the wall or on the fridge somewhere, but not in your planner. Then we have this yearly spread, and I absolutely love it. How I'm using my yearly calendar, I've been using it like this for years, is to mark my travels. So here, if I need a quick reference of when I went to Portugal, for example, or when I went to the Netherlands, I have this calendar for a quick reference. And honestly, I don't think this is something crucial, but it's just a good way to make something practical out of your calendar. So I am thinking to use this one in exactly the same way, but also I want to print little photos, and those would be highlights of the month. So I've already measured the distance. I've created a template on Canva, and every month I will be printing a photo just on sticker paper or regular paper to put in here to have this beautiful motivational, well, basically this will be my motivational board, but made not out of the Pinterest pictures but out of the pictures from my life, which I think it's a good thing if you're struggling with motivation or struggling to find something positive in your life. That's something that I would love to do, just to put some of the highlights here. So I'm going to, yeah, use another post-it note, and seems like a bit of a waste of post-it notes. They're so gorgeous, but honestly, I haven't really been using them. I have too many because I got a lot for free at the university events, and then I bought these ones earlier. So this will be traveling and highlight of the month. Perfect. Let's come back to Common Planner to continue the comparison thing. So here we have this blank page, and then we go into the goal spread that I love, and then we go straight away into the quarterly trackers, quarterly spreads, and then we're done, and then the monthly start. There are more quarterly spreads in this planner, so I think it would be quite interesting to see what I can do with them. So far, I haven't been using these for tracking very much. I think that, yeah, only for 3 months I did that. But then I use these for highlights. So some achievements, some fun things that happened to me during these months, some self-care, just all the important events. So I think this is also something that I would like to include later in other quarterly spreads. Here, I absolutely love this one. This is a yearly overview, and I know what I will be using it for, and I will be using it for birthdays, anniversaries, birthdays, all these kind of things. I really would like to keep all of those in one place, because I don't know, I probably was 10 when I finally could remember the date of my own birthday, and I have a big problem with remembering dates. So I think this is a perfect spread for this purpose. So this will be my birthday anniversary, maybe also holiday spread. Now we're coming to the monthly spreads, well, quarterly spreads slash monthly trackers similar to these. And I will try to use these for tracking habits. I really will try. If it does not work, I think I would just write something like a word of the day. I would like to utilize this space for goal tracking or habit tracking. Not sure if it works, but let's try. So it's either habit tracking or goal tracking, which are two different things for me, but I'm not a big fan of this whole goal setting anymore after I read Atomic Habits. There is a video on my channel about that, and I'm a huge fan of that book. And I prefer setting these habit systems rather than goals. So when I say goal tracking, I actually mean systems because of how much that book actually influenced me. So this will be the same. And now we have even more. We have these quarterly overviews. And I honestly did not really know what to do with those. But as you noticed in my common planner, I was writing down my achievements. So I think that this will be a good spread for this. So achievements. And these ones, it's either uni schedule or any other kind of schedule, for example, activity schedule. What I mean by that, I still have university until June next year, then I'm hopefully graduating if my thesis goes well. So I could use this for schedule, yeah, when I have classes. Or, for example, there is a gym that I'm a member of, and they have yoga on Thursdays and badminton on Tuesdays. So I could use these to just write down the schedule of certain activities, do not necessarily corresponding to the month. Yeah, so I could just put a sticker here and write down sports schedule and here classes schedule because it's not going to be changing every month. So I don't have to actually copy it from month to month just to fill in these spreads. I could just ignore the numbers in this case, but let's see how it goes. In general, I want to use these for schedules, any kind of schedules that I need to note down. And we have another blank spread, another blank 2 pages before we go into our first monthly. And here I would like to include something that is called a silent to-do list. I have one here, let me show you. So for example, what is a silent to-do list? Those are things that you're thinking to yourself. You don't write them down, you don't say them out loud. That's why it's a silent list. But you're walking around and one day you're thinking, it would be really nice to buy a vase. I don't really need a vase, but I have this empty space on my shelf. A vase would fit there. You don't really plan it, but you just have to note it down somewhere without putting too much pressure on yourself. Like I want to continue that typing course, typing club that I've started, the project manager course on Coursera that I've started. I finished maybe 3 modules and there is 1 or 2 left. Fix the necklace, that is done. Change watch batteries, that is also done. I found really nice tutorial on how to make beady earrings. Done that. So you see things like that that are not a priority, but it would be nice to have them somewhere. So I think this one will be for the silent to-do list and also note space. What I mean by note space is actually something like this. I will have a couple of sticky notes here and some temporary things would go in here. Also, it might be a good place for a wish list. Now, here comes the problem and my problem. is monthly spreads. I don't know what to do with them. I have been trying and trying and trying, and well, this year I've been really trying. So I used the first one as my list of 24 things in 2024. This is just a fun list, and I've accomplished most of them, I guess. But then I tried to use this one for university deadlines, and I've decorated it with these gorgeous stickers, and I really tried, and then I just no. This is my October. There's nothing there. If you have advice, if you know what to do with those, I know that people use them for like project planning and so on. I might do that. I might use them for thesis planning or something academical, something work related. I don't know. I will try to make it work, but at this point, I don't know what to do with them. And here is the main difference. That's what I was talking about in my previous video about why I'm choosing this planner. Because here you have your January, February, March, and so on. All of your monthlies are stacked, all of your weeklies are combined as well. So you have weekly after weekly after weekly, and then all of your dailies. And here it's different. So if you take a look here, this is your January. And it goes like this: a monthly spread, 2 blank pages, and weekly, and 7 blank pages for every day. Another weekly, 7 blank pages for every day. So what I'm thinking, well, my monthlies, I don't know, still I will be experimenting. Then for these 2 pages, I'm thinking about either collages or some kind of monthly highlights or any kind of notes that are relevant for the whole month. And I will just note all of my ideas here. And here are the weekly spreads. So, in my previous video, I was also talking about this planner called Take a Note Planner, and I really liked how they had this layout of a week on 4 pages. So, they would have this horizontal weekly spread here, then this will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, half page per day. And this is my plan because I'm more of a vertical person. And what I've been trying these days, I could do it here because on Thursday and until Sunday, I'm going to Germany for this board game event. So I will not really need my planner because my all of my plans from morning to night is playing board games. So, but these 3 days I'm actually working and things are happening. Yeah, I need to pay rent on Tuesday. So far, I've really enjoyed having more space for one day because, for example, look here, I say documents and then weekly journals, and it occupies 1 to 3 spaces. So if I have something else randomly starting at 12, I would not be able to fit it. But here I was able to write this whole thing, forgot to close the parentheses, and this whole thing, right, that fits in one line, or this one in 2 lines, but that's a really long one. And yeah, it just makes sense. So, what I was planning to do here is using this space. I don't know, I will be experimenting for either like meal planning for the week or maybe just important scheduled events, for example, dinner, birthday party, something like that. And these for actual tasks, to do lists. So on the Papertesss Designs website, they have this hourly washi tape that is out of stock right now, which was very disappointing. But when it's back in stock, I think I'll buy it. So I would stick it right here, and then this would be my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I would just make a line right here. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And these will be my note pages. I will have 4 note pages, and that's a lot for the whole week. And after that, my week will be done. So, this is my plan for next week. I really think that if you are somebody who is just trying out this kind of planning, doesn't know what works for you, are you a vertical planning person, a horizontal planning person? It would be really useful to get a planner like this or just a simple dotted notebook, and try out different types of layouts. Because, for example, I'm trying out this one, and so far I really feel good just because of having this extra space. So I think this idea will work out for me. And then, yeah, it will go like that up until February. And additionally, to 7 blank pages per month, sorry, per week. So for every day of the week, we also have 100 blank pages at the end. Do I need all this space? My answer is I do not know. But I am planning to start writing more next year, and if that happens, I would prefer things to be in one place. I've already mentioned that I'm a one planner person, and even though I have a reading journal, actually two now, I will show them to you soon, and I have a notebook for language learning. I have some random notebooks, but they are not a 1 year things. Yeah. For example, I've started this notebook recently, and this will be a poetry notebook because I really like poetry, reading poetry. I used to write poetry as well. And the idea is that I want to collect all of my favorite poems in one place. So far, I have two. And I'm also translating a couple of poems from Ukrainian to English that are not translated yet. And I also want to write down the original and the translations here. But this is not a planner, this is not a journal, this is a notebook that I will keep forever, and I probably will not have a new one. But other than that, other than this or the reading journal, I prefer to have everything in one place. So let's see if I end up using all of those pages. So far, I feel really good about this idea, about this experiment of mine. I think the notebook looks great. I really love that there is so much space for quarterly and yearly tracking. I like that you have all of your monthlies, weeklies, dailies together, and then you have 1 month and then the second month, and so on. I'm not a huge fan of all this writing here. I would prefer just chapter 25, the yearly notebook. Um, and yeah, I no, I can't think of any other disadvantages for now. It looks good. The cover is quite thick. I still prefer the common planner covers texture, but this one seems nice as well. Let's see how it will be holding up. I'm very excited to set it up, which I will do in December. I guess now it's too early to start, and I will definitely post a video about it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this planner. Do you like the layout? Do you think it's missing something? Have you tried these planners? Do you think there are too many blank pages? Do you think I can make it work with like vertical and horizontal planning systems? Yeah, share your thoughts. I really enjoy reading your comments. There are so many cool recommendations, very meaningful comments under my previous video. If you're still not sure which planner to buy, go check out my previous video and the comments. They have some really good advice there. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in my next video and have a great day.